So without getting into any case specifics, I will tell you that the Nobbin database actually images the fired evidence from the crime scene. So it creates a digital image that we are then able to search against all other shooting cases and potentially link that fired evidence from one case to another or from a firearm to another case. We are now testing all firearms that are seized from the department, regardless of the type of case, and we're also entering all fired evidence that's left behind at a shooting scene. All of that information is going into the database, so we have that ability to link crimes of all different types.
Our next question is from Jesse Ullman, Fox 46. Jesse, did you have a question? No? Okay. Anyone else have any questions for today?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yep, now we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're having some audio issues. Yeah.
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, here. Okay. Hold on one second. This is, we're having some connectivity issues over here. This is Jamal Goss with Fox 46. Hey, good morning. Just wanted to get an update on the
situation with the 3-year-old. Are you all looking for any more suspects in that case?
Yeah, I think if you look at the video, you can see there's clearly multiple shooters in that incident. So it's an active investigation. We believe that there may be additional suspects involved, and we encourage anyone in the community with any information to call Crime Stoppers at 704-334-1600 with any information. And as always, that information is always anonymous and eligible for a cash reward. Our next question is going to be from Lana Harris again.
Hi there. So do you guys think that the shooting from East Independence Boulevard and Richard Roselle Drive, is that connected at all? Or are they the same people? Are there schools involved in the same way for this East Independence Boulevard shooting?
You know, I don't know if there is any direct connection between those two cases, but with any investigation, that's always in part of the process of determining if there is any possible connection. So at this time, I do not believe so, but that is something that becomes apparent. We will clearly make that known in a future release about that case. Next question is going to be from Tina Quizon.
Aloha, this is Tina Quizon, and I apologize. There seems to be some interruption. I'm not sure if you folks spoke about this, but I had two questions. The first one is, what is about the NFL using on-duty CMP resources? Since it's not an emergency service, what is the policy that allows for the use of on-duty CMP officers to be used for entertainment security, and can I get a copy of that policy? Also, the second question is, what are the effects to the budget, and what are the future plans to address the use of on-duty CMP officers for entertainment security as needed last game for the Panthers? Thank you.
Yeah, you know, Chief Jennings has spoke before strongly about his core four, being crime management and also officer wellness. So as we saw recently, Chief Jennings came out and said that we're working with a management team. It involves CFD, the city, CDOT, to see where we can improve on this. Obviously, some changes have to be made. We're looking into what that is. You know, we're not ready to put that out there yet, but it's important that we do have to manage incidents in uptown or on the stadium and also on the community. So we're very careful in making sure that everything is staffed and we're properly taking care of our responsibilities as officers, as well as taking care of our officers and making sure that they have the time off they need to do the job that we're asking them to do. Jesse Allman, did you have another question?
Hey, Jesse, it was actually Jamal Goss. So just following up on that 3-year-old, are you all still thinking that high schoolers are involved in here? You know, I know you all mentioned that you all were, sorry, there's an echo. So I know that you all were saying that there were 3 high schools involved, possibly involved in that. Can you speak to, are you still looking for high schoolers here?
Yeah, so as we said before, it's still an active investigation. We still believe that there are additional suspects involved out there. Shortly after the incident, Captain McNally talked about that we believe that there was a connection to the local high schools, and we still do believe that there is a connection. But like I said, our officers are still working hard to investigate that case. We're not done yet, and we're going to continue to work in that case until we bring justice for the death of Isaiah. Lana Harris.
Hi there. I know that it may be difficult because you guys are kind of in some cases looking for minors, but are you able to, I don't want to say track them, but monitor activity in any way to some of the players that may be involved in these cases?
We don't want to discuss specific means and methods that we have, to investigate these crimes. We do have multiple resources, from our crime gun suppression unit to, even our intelligence and our online detectives. And so we have ways of investigating these crimes, and we feel fairly strongly that, we're going to continue to bring justice to some of these crimes that have occurred recently.
I'll say a little bit. Mark Becker's having a hard time logging on. He texted in his question, though. He's asking about the gun, the 5th gun found at West Charlotte High School. You may want to repeat the question back, too. Mm-hmm. Wants to know, more importantly, what CMPD is doing about these ongoing issues of violence and guns in school. You may want to repeat that.
Yeah, we had a question from Mark Becker recently noting that there was 5 guns recovered in schools and wants to know what CMPD is doing to ensure the safety of our students. So yes, it is true that there has been some guns recovered recently in our schools. While that is concerning, 1 gun is concerning, let alone 5. But what is encouraging is that we're finding these guns. And we're finding these guns because of the way that people are communicating information to us, whether it be parents, whether it be other students. If you see something, tell us, because that is the best way that we can help solve these crimes. So we want to encourage the public, if they have any information in these cases, to go ahead and use Crime Stoppers, notify a school resource officer. The partnership that we have with CMS is very important to us. We're continuing to work with our SROs, and we believe that part of the reason we are so successful in finding these weapons is we have these SROs in school on the front lines. They're that open line of communication with CMS police, CMS security. So we are going to continue to foster those relationships and ensure that we're creating a safe environment for our students to continue to learn in. At this time, we have no additional questions. We want to thank you for joining us today, and we hope you all stay safe and healthy.